Welcome back to part number 7 of my Imperator role playthrough as the Seleukid Empire. Some time has passed, I think a substantial amount of time, about 5 years or thereabouts, while I burned down this aggressive expansion. We're making money hand over fist. I've been using it to build buildings in our capital, move pops about, build theaters and whatnot in our various cities. I think essentially there are no theaters that I can build, essentially, at this point, because all of the possibilities, it looks as though they've been filled. So any city that can have a theater does. Various areas can have. I'm going to save my money, as per my point. It looks as though Rome has declared war on this tribe here. He's taken a chunk of Carthage as well. He'll probably has maybe integrated this culture, but they're here. His main armies are here, and it looks as though the Magna Graecian levy is quite substantial. It has a lot of light infantry. This is a lot of light infantry here as well. I think he probably has a heavy infantry stack about somewhere. We are presently, I believe, maxed out at our Legion count, which is about 20 stack or thereabouts, but we have a substantial merc stack here that we can procure. We have both capital bonuses for wild game and iron as well. I need to delete that honey. Looks like we have an extra. So we have bonuses for this fellow's activities, and I think I'm going to hire him right now. It's just very inexpensive relative to our income. I'm going to send him up in this direction. We have a partially completed road up to Drinium. I just divided our legion. There's a road builder headed over in this direction, and then I'll head him up here towards Germania. I colonized quite a bit here. I figure I can get over on the AI relative to money. It's better now than later to pay the aggressive expansion and fight these guys for the territory. So I did it. I have the money. There's some fair merc stacks, decent sized here as well. We'll get him up in that direction. And then I'm going to hire this larger merc stack from our former capital. March him up to this port in Syria, or here is even probably quicker because of the road. I'll also let's see about our legion levy count. We can call up a levy here, 27k worth, and get it to that same area, and then move the fleet over there in that direction to pick those guys up. We can probably position our army proper here for some siege activities. I believe there's a fort here. We can go right here. Actually, there's a fort here as well, so why not go to Resetia and siege this fort with our 5 siege engineer legion. That leaves essentially nothing here other than just random levies that I can call up. It's going to be an ugly war. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I don't think we really have too terribly much trouble with it, as we have a proper navy. It's about twice the size of Rome's, so he should not tangle with it. During the break, I also built up the navy, as you'll note here, because I have so much money. It didn't cause me any pain to do so. And then I took the technologies, some technologies hit, and I used it to proceed down this direction. I believe 1, 2, 3, and 4. Technically, we should have Might of Majesty available, which gives us a plus 0.20 legitimacy tick now, and a plus 2 loyalty of characters and 25% PI here as well. I'm thinking of taking Marshall, going down to cohorts at some point, just because I have so many theaters everywhere. But I only have one innovation in the bank, so That's academic. Let's let some time pass, and I'll be back to you. I'm not exactly sure what's going on up there, but the Eravisians seem to have beaten the Romans back from these forts. I can't imagine the Roman has all of his stacks here, but there doesn't really seem to be much going on, and he's at war with only the one tribe there. We are here, luckily this province here is wildly food positive, so it can support these mercs. This unit is on its way over here. I'm building more ships and consolidating them. Let's say we'll go, where will we go? Here instead, yeah. I think the troops have almost arrived here as well. And then I'll meet up with the rest of the navy I just built over in Greece. There he is, all one marshal of them. Alright, we have arrived on this island, consolidated those two fleets. I'm going to head that fleet up here and engage him. And there seems to be a lot of Roman activity here. And we may need to, I'm going to try to stick to the shore with these two smaller armies, just in case I need to redeploy here. There they are, a 49k here, another 15k. I think we can engage these guys because their marshal is essentially really low and bad. We have not particularly well endowed merc leader ourselves, but it is a 7. This fleet is headed up a couple of sea lanes here, then we'll get it on. Well, here it is, let's do it. Wherever exactly, I think it's up here somewhere. There it is right there. So I've secured access here. We can try to dispatch that army there and stop him from sieging down that tribe. And then we can, let's see here. I see. This area, I think we can get food positive if we drop our, let's send our mercs up there and our levies up here. And then we'll see about sieging this fort down as well with our 5 Siege Engineer Legion for Texas. Nothing here as yet. Looks like we have a green light. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned around, but who knows really. There's a lot of units there. Let's see here. Looks like we have the terrain. What is the terrain? Forest. So we should be bonused. Where is this guy going here? Let's wait for him to lock and then we'll stick it to him. Here's the Roman fleet, a fair number of triremes, but we should take him on number. That unit is locked. We should take him. He stopped. I don't want to engage him in the forest. I'm going to go take this area right here and get food friendly on the enemy's dime. I called up a levy here. I'm going to try to take the former Imperian capital. Split some light infantry off here. I'm going to drop another one right here and then carry out toward that fort and get that siege going on as soon as possible. We'll go right here. I'm unsure what to do with this merc. There are a lot of Romans about this area. I'm thinking we'll come up here around the long way, I would suppose. There's a fair number of Roman troops about this area, really. I'm thinking of regrouping and seeing if they want to come to us. Looks as though he's headed our way. Let's see. We'll take here. Let's take to the forest here. It looks like we're green. When does he arrive? September 7, September 5. He'll probably chicken out. So these troops are headed, there's a 23,000 headed here. When he locks, I'm going to stick it to him. Well, it looks like they want some, and we should have some for them. Tomorrow is first contact. It's not looking good for him. Our levy here was successful. Let's roll up here. I'm gonna assault the piss out of this fort and try to get to that battle. Because if I lose this battle, it's gonna get ugly for us. If I had forced march, I could get there sooner, but I don't. He's still taking more than we are, but he could take us on morale. I think that siege just fell. Good for me. Let's get in here. Let's get this guy directed in the right direction here as well and toward that battle. He's still taking more damage, or numerically speaking, than we are. We have reinforcements. I'm pretty sure this battle is won. Don't quote me. I'm near sure of it at this point. I think the war is won at this point as well. Let's see. Let's see what happens. It's ugly for him. I am not entirely sure. In fact, I'm almost 100% positive this unit is not going to make it there in time. Let's go chase this unit down, see what happens. Yeah, it's ugly for uglier and uglier. He is bleeding hard here, badly. Hopefully this joker makes it in time as well. This should tick over any moment now. I think we got to the meat of the subject here. Boom. 15,000 to 65,000. Here's the plan. I don't know where these guys are going to shattered retreat to, but I'm going to send one merc to occupy this. I'm going to send a fat merc right up here, siege that, and then retreat back to this food-friendly territory here and reorganize and see what the Roman has in mind. Can we catch this guy out? If we had forced march, I'm pretty sure we could, but I'm not sure what... Yeah, he's... The first levy of Greece has done it again. Let's head here. I think we will catch him out. He's locked and headed here. We dropped another siege. That must be this. Let's see if we can proceed here. We're showing green here as well. We beat this guy. Let's get on the boat and carry on. We've arrived here. Let's assault that immediately. Boom. I'm going to make it back to Populi and send this merc stack up here to try to corral these guys. Let's head over here ASAP. We have a Roman mercenary we can try to buy off. Boom. That should make matters easier with our sieging activities. Perhaps we'll plop him down, get him busy right here. I think these units may be headed back here. The question is, do we have the chops to hold it if these guys get their morale and such back? I think this one will get there first, so we should re-shatter it. As for these, I don't know. Looks as though these guys have re-engaged with their tribal warfare, turned around, and I'll go and engage them as well. I caught a small stack out here, hopefully stack wipe them. We got them. Looking green lit here as well. Our levy here of Mesopotamia is going to assault this fort away, hopefully. Against better judgment, I have this large stack which is not feeling well, headed down in this direction to reinforce this effort. It's not looking good here for this unit. It's over for him. It looks as though this unit will indeed meet its end on the 19th. And here we go. Boom. Let's assault this fort away. I think unless this unit diverts, it will meet its end as well. Until it locks. Let's see. There it is. It's on now. Another siege fell right here. I'm gonna go back here and reorganize. About half dead. It is not looking good for this lot here either. I'm almost 100% certain they're gonna become shattered again when they meet this army here, if for no other reason than morale. One of our wonders and such will take 5 stability. And a large army disappeared. It means it must be here somewhere. Hopefully we catch this guy as well. Here goes nothing here. Ooh, it's ugly. He's escaped. He's escaped. We're gonna get him though. Another 4-to-1 exchange here. 30 PI for 10 stability, just not worth it. Okay, we're gonna board the fleet here. I have another army headed here. I'm pretty sure this beatdown on morale fat stack is headed here. We're gonna try to corral him. I have the reorganization going here. This merc is making progress, as is our siege engineer. Something just popped right here. Boom. We need to get this army. Well, let's head him up here by land, I suppose. Let's move it out. Looks as though the rascal has pieced out with Eravisia for no gain. Well, we've landed, but we're not really doing much. Let's see what can be done. I think this unit probably will head here. As for what this guy has in mind, probably here. And then we'll go pick up this other unit from Pharsis, our siege engineer unit. I'm going to assault this one. There's a breach there, so it should work. Siege fell here. Let's go and take that as well. This unit has sufficiently reorganized. Let's head here. Let's put you on board this ship and see about heading. We'll head right here. We want a victory somewhere. On morale, surely. I think this unit. Let's see. We'll head him towards the sea and then pick him up in Pola. I decided to pick this unit up by sea. We're going to ferry him up in this direction. As for exactly what this guy is doing, I don't know. Let's split this levy here once it moves. The siege fell somewhere here. Good for us. I'm going to reorganize this unit. Can I do it though? I will do it, yeah. This guy can pick up the slack. Oh dear, I was going after this 12 stack here, but it looks as though this unit is going to implode on our landing here. The siege just fell here. Let's head down on. We'll start sieging Ravenna as well. Not looking good for you, and certainly not good for you either. Another Roman merc is available. Let's see if we can do it. Boom. We're gonna head for the Roman capital. Let's assault this fort immediately. We've corralled this guy with his own fort, so we should take him easily. That was an ugly siege, but it worked. Or assault. We've caught this army out as well. Boom! Stack wipe this guy. Another Roman merc here, let's see. Drat. Well, I'm gonna pick this large merc stack up and move him down towards the capital siege of Rome. How is he gonna get there? I suppose from this fort interdicts that. But we'll land right here. Stack wiped another army here. And another. So I think this area here is all secure. And I think the war is won. Essentially, it's just mop up from here on out. 6 stability for 18 gold, surely a bargain. Level 3 fort, let's assault it. Boom, we've done it. Let's have at that. And go and pick up our proper siege legion up here. Looks as though there's not a lot of point in continuing. I took an even 100 war score out of him through this area. And that's what we'll grab for 61 aggressive expansion. I'm going to evacuate our proper legion here. We have 4 innovations in the bank. Thinking of getting cohorts, but there's no rush. There's no real any sort of bonus that comes here that we really need, so I'll just let it sit. I think I'm going to try some demolition work here. Deleted a couple of barracks out. I think there are some mines about that I really don't have much any use for. I'll just delete them, get some money. Some tribal settlements as well, I have 0 use for. Some legations as well. Use that money to build a theater and temple in these areas. Not a temple, because it is Hellenic, surely. Build a theater there, theater here. Couple of nice cities there we built already. Just thinking in honor of our new conquest of this territory up through here, we'll have another city right here in our home region of Macedon. Why not have one here as well? I did a bit more colonization out here, connected these territories up through here. I'll probably move some pops into our capital region. There's some capacities that need to be realized here, so that is, and there are a great many new pops, all Hellenic through here. Okay, so in the grander scheme of things, this tribe here needs to become part of our realm. If for no other reason than I want to be able to make another city right in this province or territory, so that I can move pops from, say, here more readily to this province that only has 1 city. This province here is going to have 4 cities, and that's where I think it will stay for the rest of the game. I'm not going to go on a ultra grand scheme of or plan of moving pops to these new cities. I'm just going to get a fair sized group and then move what can be moved into the capital area and use cohorts to carry on. A grand campaign of urbanization was done last series with Epirus, so I'll not repeat it. Well, it's a little shorter episode than usual, but it was our first major war with Rome. You have to nip this in the bud if you're going to have any hope of conquering him. I wouldn't doubt if he conquers most of North Africa or half of Gaul before we engage him again, and it's hard to take war score out of him to begin with. I moved some pops out of this territory toward the capital. We need to get more there. I'll probably move some pops about, shuffle them, build some buildings, etc. In between episodes, there's nothing going on. Let's check to see here how we're doing on culturally speaking. Macedonian. As we have no policies, and I have set no policies for assimilation, I spent all the PI on wonders or hoarding it. I wouldn't expect much of it about. Our former capital area, of course. All of the cities, I'm pretty sure, are a Macedonian here, surely. As all of our temples and theaters. How about Babylon? Mostly Macedonian. Here as well. This area here, not quite as yet, but it will get there. These just recently deintegrated, so they're going to assimilate at some point. This area is not quite Macedonian, but it's getting there as well. The religion is a different story. It's mostly everywhere we go, mostly because, well, we convert at a really fast pace. And we do it for free wherever we go, policy irrespective. I think that is going to do it. We make money hand over fist. I'm going to spend it on moving pops about and building stuff. Probably theaters And temples. There's no theaters. I'll build some temples. Let's do that right now. See where we can build any temples. There should be some here. We'll get there. One here. Let's get there. This area is probably Hellenic. I'm sure of it. Let's get this area on the ball. Here, there. We broke again. I hope to see you in the next episode.